podcast with a global reach. And so that was the first thing. What is it about, right? What's your podcast about? Who you want to talk to? And then once you determine all of those things, decide on what marketing platform you want to use, because there's a lot of...
Can you give some advice for somebody who's thinking, maybe I want to have a podcast in the first place? What are some of the things I might need to do? Because I mean, Nate and I just called him up and I said, hey, I started it. Here's what we're calling it and here's what we're doing. And he's like, I'm on board. And that was it.
All right. Yep. She's like, just show up, look pretty. And I'm like, oh, looking pretty on a podcast. I see what you're doing there. So,
you know, so I actually had a chance to speak to a group on a cruise in September about that very topic. There were some women who were on the cruise. It was a conference at cruise called the International Impact Summit. And they brought me on to talk about podcasting. And there were women who were coming out of corporate America, you know, saying, I want to start a podcast. I don't know how to start, where to start. And what I say to people is, like, when I first started podcasting, it was probably around 2008. I just wanted to talk to interesting people who just happen to be authors. So that was the first thing I did. I said, well, who do I want to talk to? And I started talking to all these different authors about business and success and things like that. And but there was no money to be made. And so fast forward to today, you know, I tell people first, what's your topic? What you're passionate about? So if you're a business coach, what kind of business coach? Are you a marketing business coach? Are you a lifestyle business coach? Pick something in that niche for yourself. The other thing too, why are you starting this podcast? Are you starting to help you grow your business, or is the podcast a business itself, right? And because you got to think about that. For me, podcasting is my business, right? But for some people, it just may be a tool to help you grow your business. You got to figure out what that is. Then once you do that, how often do you want to do it? When I tell people I podcast 4 days a week, they be like, are you crazy? And I said, I go live. And they're like, you do it live? I do it live 4 days a week. How often do you want to do it? Do you want to interview people? Do you not? So you have to think about all these things. Now, here's the thing. I've interviewed, so it puts me at the table with some heavy hitters, which is another good thing. So it's all these little tiny things that you have to decide, you know, why am I doing this? What's my real reason? If you're doing it for money, let me just tell you, stop. Because stop right now. Because
it's
that's
the truth. It's the truth. Podcasting is not about making money. Podcast is a tool. In my opinion, podcasting is the new sales funnel.
Yep, it is. It's a new sales funnel, but it's the sales funnel that if you like what you do, you can have a lot of, because most time when you think about a sales funnel, you think click funnels. That's the first thing come to mind. And for some people, that's a little daunting, like to try to put up a funnel. But if you think about it as a sales funnel that you can have fun with and make a huge difference, then it becomes less intimidating, I think. That's just my opinion. Like, I love it. Like, I love podcasting.
I think it's more entertaining than a sales funnel, than click funnel, right?
Absolutely.